What's going on YouTube? My name is Bhavik Danak and I run my own custom apparel print shop out of my parents' basement. Today I'm actually taking you along with me in screen printing a 3-color design on a full front and then actually printing a 1-color print on the sleeve. So let's go do that. Now, once you get your screens made, you want to take it to the press. I didn't show you guys much about how to make this in this video because I've already shown it in other videos, but if you would like to see an in-depth process of me making these screens, let me know in the comment section below. Side note, there's nothing better than seeing a screen print press with empty screens, because I've had screens on here that needed to be washed and I just couldn't do it, or there was like a 4-color job on there that I couldn't break down because all the items weren't printed. So it was just a hassle, but now it's clean and it's the best feeling ever. So let's set this up. Now something that I like to do is get the design and actually put it on the palette itself and line the screens up to this design itself instead of printing one color of the print and then aligning everything to that. I think this is just a better approach for me and it works the best for me. So then you want to grab your screen and line everything up to the registration marks as much as you can without touching the micro registrations, and then lock it in place. And then you want to come over and do your micro adjustments and just make sure that this design is lined up to the registration marks. And this part is very tedious, so just be patient. The only thing you can do is be patient. If you rush this part, you're really screwed. And as you can see, this is a line. I'm cool with this right now. I'll come back to it after I try the other 3 screens. You want to take the other screens. Now you want to take this screen and do the same thing. This one, as you can see, is just way off registration. That's because the micros are off. But let's fix that. And as you can see, it's getting better. And then you just do the same thing that you did with the first screen. Just try to get it aligned as great as possible. Now the bad thing about getting the eBay presses is you don't have micro registrations, or any press that doesn't have micro registration. It's really going to be a pain in the ass to register that. And I've been there and done that, and that stuff is not fun at all. Now you want to go ahead and grab the last. Now you want to go ahead and grab the last screen. Do the same thing. Micro registrations are crucial. As you can see, I'm way off, so I'm going to center this micro registration first. And then move this back a little bit. Now restart. Sometimes you just have to do a restart. There you have it. Now that I got all 3 screens 99% aligned, I'm going to go back, go over them and make sure that they are 110% aligned to these registration marks. And the good thing about registration to the palette itself, when you put the design here, is all the screens are registered exactly to this. When you go ahead and print one of the designs and then register the other 2 screens to those registration marks, that print is going to be different than these 2 prints because off contact can vary, so the print will go lower. If you're doing a push stroke, it'll go lower. If you're doing a pull stroke, it'll go higher. So these screens will either be higher or lower. That's why I like to do this, because everything is aligned exactly where you want it to be. So now that you got all that screen drama sorted out, you want to go ahead and grab your inks and load them on the press. In this case, we're printing like a sky blue, a yellow, and a black. And we don't need a white underbase since the shirt itself is white, thank God. Alright guys, now that everything is set up, inked up, the last step is to do a test print, and please do not forget about this part because this is the most important part, because if any mess ups happen, this is where it's going to show up and this is where you can fix it, because if you start the order and a mess up happens, there's no going back. So let's load this shirt up. Come closer. Now the first thing we're going to print is the yellow. Now keep in mind, this might not print perfect on the first go around because you have to get the ink ready. The ink basically has to warm up, just like you have to warm up when you go to the gym. Now you let it sit under the flash for a couple seconds. Most you need is the most you really need is 8 to 10 seconds. But my conveyor dryer hasn't, I don't think, fully heated up yet. Oh, we're good. So I'm gonna do a flash print on each color. Even though it's a white shirt, it just produces a better outcome. Some people will only print one flash, not one flash, but one print for each color. But in my opinion, I think it just produces a better outcome when you do two for each. It's just bright and opaque. And now we move on to the blue. Ooh, that looks amazing. So far, so good. Same thing, flash for a couple seconds. So far, the registration is spot on. The blue just needs to move a tad bit up, or the yellow needs to move a tad bit down. And like I was saying, you see how I'm noticing the mess ups, such as the registration being off in this test print. That is why you always do a test print. Do multiple test prints. I usually do multiple. Now the final part that's going to liven up the image . Let's see this. You ready for this? Bam. So as you can see, registration is not perfect. We need to move it a little bit this way for the black. But other than that, that looks amazing. Flash it for a couple seconds. And then you come back and do the same. There you have it. So far, so good. This looks amazing. You can barely see any mess ups. But to a screen printer's eye, you could see that the blue is not registered perfectly to the black. Registration marks seem good, but you just got to move it a hair bit the other way. Other than that, I'm going to fix this up and start the production. Alright guys, we did our test print. This was the original. As you saw, that the black and the white were showing. But this new test print that we did, the registration is spot on. Everything is good to go. And always do your stretch test. Nothing's cracking. Nothing's peeling. So now that everything's printing perfectly, let the party begin. Alright you guys, I finished doing the front print and then one of my clients came by, so I had to talk and do the meeting with him. But now we're actually going to do the sleeve print, so let me show you how that's done. So now all you're going to do is load the sleeve up. Ignore this, man. We were doing hoodies and it was just bad. Good thing we're not printing there. And then you do a print flash print like always. just so you can have better quality print, and it's a lot more durable when it's a print flash print. In my experience, other screen printers would probably say no, but I like doing it. There you have it. There you guys have it. Thank you guys for tuning into this video. This is actually a special request from my last couple of videos where multiple people commented about seeing a multicolored print. So this one's for you. I hope you enjoyed this and got something out of it. And other than that, I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you guys for tuning into this video as always. And I love it when you guys comment. So please be sure to comment, like, subscribe. And if you're new here, go ahead and smash this button right here. Subscribe. Watch these two videos and browse my channel. See if you like anything else. Until the next one, I'll see you.